Good day, ladies and
The spirits guide me.
I know what to do. As it should be. That is not far. In due time. I am prepared. All according to plan. I'll go ahead. As it should be.
I hope you appreciate this.
Time's not waiting. No mistakes. That is not far. In due time. All according to plan. I'll go ahead. Focus on the goal. I know what to do. Enemy approaching!
Centers.
I'll cut you wide open! Attack!
Centers.
Into the fray! Hey! This'll leave a bruise.
The spirits demand your blood.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Aim carefully. Forwards.
Wash on.
Смотри, дури!
Magricium Durinos.
I feel faint.
A solid plan.
No glory without risk!
You are today's sacrifice! The world in crimson.
I
require healing. Attack!
Ready for anything. Time's not waiting. Let us bide our time. We should prepare.
Miss me already?
Patricium Turino. Patricium Turino. Magritium Turino.
Focus on the goal. As it should be. That is not far.
Do not fear! Do not waver!
Adayana.
Please, help me!
Your voice on.
Laborane Sente.
I fear I've been wounded. Aim carefully.
No contest.
The light, take you!
No mistakes.
Yes. All right, I'll stay.
I am prepared.
I shall not be swayed from my path. You call? Please, allow me. I will prove my worth.
I know what to do. In due time. All according to plan. I'll go ahead. As it should be. That is not far. Ready for anything. Time's not waiting. In due time. Focus on the goal. I need to concentrate. Becoming the distracted leads to becoming dismembered.
or resolute. Whenever the knight's required to make a fortitude or will save, he can spend one use of the resolve as immediate action to roll twice and take the better result. We still get elemental overflow. We don't get empowered metakinesis. We also don't get maximized or infusion or supercharge or quicken. Basically, we're not allowed to alter our blast, but we can make different infusions for it. So yeah, we'll add there. ASMR, of course. Still Muse, yeah, Muse touched. Still Hermit. Those things didn't change. By the way, Hermit. Ooh, I do get an option on Club. Okay. So I don't get a strength bonus beyond the actual attack. So actually, if I do weapon finesse with it, so don't need the charisma beyond. Okay, so say con, because it's majorly con what I need, and yeah, some strength. Okay, 11 strength, 12 intelligence for the extra skill points. Let's see, mobility, of course. Lore nature. And persuasion, yeah. Spell penetration and weapon finesse. Yeah, spell penetration. Water, of course, my first element. Kinetic blade. Oh, I clicked just regular kineticist. Whoops. I'm like, what? Kinetic knight. There we go. Yeah, so yeah. Weapon, spell penetration, kinetic knight, water element. Go with water blast. Oh, that hasn't changed. Gozra, the goddess of wave and surf, as well as wind. Chaotic neutral. Alright. I think it's 7, 8. Eye color, the silver on 6. Hairstyle. I'll take the shorter cut this time. There we go. Oh, we'll go long. Yeah, we'll go the long.
Follow if you dare.
Okay. The only other thing is the color of my clothing. 55 on blue. And was it 9? Okay.
A mere flesh wound.
Pragmatic.
All according to plan.
Reflim Sodagian. My name.
An expected outcome.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Enemy approaching!
I chose the wrong... Muse touched. Yeah, Emberkin. Yeah, no. We'll go Muse touched. Okay.
This will hurt. No mistakes.
Alright. So then... We just... Yeah. So from there... Lord Nature or... Persuasion and Perception. Then... Yeah, Skilled Kineticist. Then... Some more Athletics. And... Yeah, Persuasion always remains one of my strongest skills. Perception. Alright, weapon finesse. Kinetic Knight. Gain the extra point in Constitution, I think. Persuasion and use magic device, sure. Then let's go kinetic healer. Okay. Let's see. Lore nature. Weapon focus, kinetic blast. And of course pushing infusion. Yep. And athletics. Blind fight. Kinetic. Yeah, let's go. Perception. Yeah. Okay, Piranha Strike. Yeah, can be used with Mythic. You take a -1 on all melee attack rolls to gain +2 bonus on all melee damage rolls. Yeah. And second element is, of course, air. Electric. Yeah. Yep. 7. Get me the extra charisma, or constitution. Then athletics, yeah. Celerity. You know what? Yeah. Expanded defense. Enveloping winds. Nah, celerity. Everyone can. Yeah, basically I can cast haste on everyone. Level 8. Or rather, level 9. Alright. Then from there. Let's see. Greater spell penetration. Ten. Let's see. Healing burst or kinetic restoration for damage scores. Let's go. Yeah, another healing burst because we'll be up on the front lines. So, all right, mythic ranks. We keep with Bit of Fun. That's still just never gonna stop being. Yeah. No. Oh no, not even close. Well, I was gonna say I started off as a caster, so is that what you're asking, or is it some like I'm not? I'm playing Kinetic Knight, so I'm not a caster. I'm right up in the front. I'm equivalent of a Eldritch Mage, of an Eldritch Knight. Let's see. Overcharge. Yeah, kinetic overcharge, absolutely. Let's see. Extra mythic ability, which would be spell penetration. Thundering blows would definitely be nice. Yeah. Because remember, my kinetic blasts are still considered magic, so... Alright. Kind of would like to take Hammer the Gap. Let's see. Oh, cool. What are you playing now? Oh no, this isn't my first time playing through, but that's where I was just having fun messing around. But yeah, no, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll go... Any more penetration I can take? Because anything that gives me spell penetration is... Mythic spell penetration, there it is. Anything that gives me spell penetration is what I need. Because there's way too much shit in this game that has high SR. Half-orc mutation warrior. Nice. So you'll be able to be... So you're fairly flexible. You leave a mark on it. Yep. And leading strike? Yeah. Yeah. Or magic nullification? You know what? Magic nullification. And then my spells... we go Bless, Command, and Unbreakable Heart. Alright.
Focus on the goal.
Alright. Ooh! The Court of the Black Phoenix is ready. Okay. So, first thing we actually have to do. Clear your bar. Just clear your bar. You're gonna... Yeah. Because it just loads up everything all at once. So, to make things more understandable of how the mechanics of your class work, I'm going to suggest you clear the bar of everything. Okay. So, we'll start with our abilities. As a kineticist, the biggest thing to understand is to use your blasts, you need to gather power before you do so. So the first three things on your bar, on your first bar, should probably be the 3 types of charge. To understand how much time it's going to take before you can swing. You can either take basically your move action, both your move and your attack action, or everything. Okay, so you basically can attack either every other round, which is these two effectively, and then, or just use your move action for a quick extra power behind an attack. Now, your actual blasts... Okay. Yeah, he runs off on you. Well, what do you expect of a rogue? Okay, so there's my kinetic blast, my basic water kinetic blast. Then I picked up a second element of lightning, my electric blast. And I also have charged water. Now, you don't always get this, but based on what 2 elements you pick, you can get a third attack that splits the difference between them. So, alright. So we do have a kinetic blade here. It is finesse wielding. So I do give plus 11 and plus 6 to the attack. And it hits for 5d6 plus 11. So it hits pretty damn hard. Only a ×2 multiplier on crit. But the upside is I can still wield a shield. So I could also wear heavy armor. So I could wear, I don't know, Staunton's heavy armor here. Let's see. Yeah, and which is why I didn't overinvest in my dexterity, which suddenly puts my AC from 20 up to 33. Yeah. So, and Staunton's armor is Mithril and Enhancement +2. Yeah, I think that's the best I got, yeah. So, we can be up in the front lines. And remember, I'm wearing a ring of the Procrastinator. Wearer of this ring becomes staggered for the first round for every combat, but I also have a resistance 15 against all elements, spell resistance 25, 10 DR damage resistance, flat, just 10 less damage to me, and immunity to critical hits. And that would be terrible for me. That would still be really bad because all the enemies would get to act first. Except I'm also wearing the Boots of Free Reign, which gives me freedom of movement spell constantly, which means I'm not affected by all the stagger, nor by the slow spell that's constantly on me by Brazen Whip. So yeah, I am suddenly a massive tank of 138 HP, where my previous tank, Cowrin, was 74.
Time's not waiting.
Alright. So, yeah. So we have our 3 elemental blasts. As you can see, if I want to use any electric or water, yeah, I can use them for free every turn. However, if I wanted to use the charged water blast, I would require to charge for a value of 2, or take 2 burn damage. What I can do is gather power, and then I could. But what that means is I can't use my move. I basically lose out on my move action every turn. So, just keep that in mind. Now, the other abilities we have. Let's see. Resolute. Once a day, basically, whenever I required to make a fortitude or will save, I can spend 1 use of the resolve as immediate action to roll it twice and take the better result. I also have Determined, which uses the same pool, or as a standard action, a knight can spend 1 use of his resolve to remove the fatigue, sicken, or sicken. Next level, I'll be able to remove exhausted, frightened, nauseated, or staggered as well. But again, these aren't as necessary to know, because I have the freedom of movement boots. Still, good to know. Another one, the Shroud of Water. I can add additional, for 2 of the heat, you surround yourself with a shroud of water, ice, or both that protects you from harm. The shroud can either cover your body, functioning as armor, or float around you and block attacks, functioning as a shield. It grants either a +4 armor to AC, or a +4 armor to AC, or +2 to shield, and you can increase the type of bonus as a standard action. This bonus increases by 1 for every 4 kinetic levels you possess beyond the second. By accepting 1 point of burn, you can increase the bonus by 1 until the next time your burn is removed, aka you rest. That's something to note. Yeah, so now this has been key to know that this doesn't only stacks so much. So don't just use it constantly, because your burn can come in handy. Because I have both Kinetic Healer, which will use up... And if you're curious how much burn I have, look to the top left of my my bar, 0 of 8. That's how much burn I can accept between rests. So then we also have, I can use it for Celerity, where I can do, basically everyone for 1 round gets Celerity, or I can accept an extra bound, an extra burn, and get some extra duration. Again, then there's also Healing Burst. This is basically a channel heal. Healing Burst half as much damage as normal. Healing Burst heals half as much damage as normal, where it's usually based on my my kinetic blast. So, yeah, equal to your kinetic blast damage. What's my kinetic blast damage? Yeah, 5d6 plus 11. I can do that much healing on one person. Or I can spread it around to the entire party. Kineticists are actually very, very, very good. Blade Whirlwind, so every enemy on the 10-foot space can basically gets hit. But it costs some, it costs burn. Let's see. Then we have some of my my Azada abilities, the bit of fun to make dupes of me. Mist Summon Mastodon. And I think my Light Halo. And I think that's about it. Lesser Piercing Meta Magic Rod. But I don't think that really affects my blast. Okay. The modifiers of Pushing Infusion. And so my blast will basically push enemies back. And Piranha Strike, where I sacrifice a bit of damage, a bit to my attack to actually hit, to get some extra damage. And finally, right, the Song of Heroic Resolve, where everyone gets a bonus on saving throws, and will heal if they make a saving throw. And Magic Nullification, where I can negate any magic around me. Activating this grants you magic immunity and dispels any spell effects on you. So if somebody has, say, blinded me magically, no, you didn't. So yeah, that's Kinetic Knight in a nutshell, basically. Let's see. Alright. So yeah. Avu.
No mistakes.
Come on. Let's go, Avu. Okay, so with that taken care of... Not really. It does... Actually, I think it does dispel buffs, theoretically. Honestly, I haven't played with Magic Nullification that much. Like, this is actually one of the only first times I've ever actually picked it as a mythic ability. So, we'll see. I'm trying to remember. It's like, I think I had it once before, but... it was one of those cases where I had it, but I don't think I ever really used it. Alright. So let's see. Oh, right, we need to go talk to CR anyway. To let him know the fate of the unfortunate young man who sacrificed himself to get us a weapon. The old Crusader looks anxious and disoriented. Yes, has something happened? Morveg is dead. The color drains from CR's face. He takes the straw figure with the shaking fingers. His mouth twists unpleasantly, as if the old man is about to start sobbing. The knight looks at you with horror. The old warrior drops to his knees, slowly and awkwardly, with apparent difficulty. My boy, but how? What happened? We could, speak through the alignment, but I think just telling him the truth. Morvig went to get a sword dedicated to the god Gorum. He was gravely wounded. I found him and tried to help, but the relic's power had already consumed him. Ciar's eyes show nothing but weariness. You wanted to help him? Poor boy. I was afraid of this. The war tainted his soul with darkness the moment he was born. It doomed him to death before he could even walk. I warned him. But what are an old man's warnings worth? That sword, that damned weapon of Gorum. Where is it? Do you have it? It must be destroyed. The war that devours our souls, and Gorum, its lord, watches over with indifference. I've got pretty good bluff. I don't have the sword. Alright. Nope. We failed the bluff check. How bad? We got an 8, so not the worst. The old man looks at you with pain and suspicion. Really? You're not hiding it, are you? You're not going to use that despicable piece of iron that ruined my boy. Find it and bring it to me. I'll destroy that monstrous weapon. Yeah. So, yeah, unfortunate.
Ready for anything.
Let's see. Anyone else we needed to talk to? Ember, Socio, Wilsergarm, Exotic Weapons, Blacksmith, Stranglehold, Arcane, Jewelry Trailer. Okay, not really. No one we particularly need to speak to. Sela. Well, we should talk to Arushale, now that she's... Yep, and you'll note that she spends her time over by the temple. Land... Yeah, no, we're pretty good. Alright. Arushale's ruby eyes stare watchfully as passers-by, who don't notice her even at arm's length. She turns to you, her face a mixture of contemplation, sadness, and admiration. They're amazing, aren't they? What are you doing here? I'm watching. She nods at the city dwellers as they hurry past. I'm listening to their conversations, studying their faces. I'm trying to understand what they truly are. And have you learned anything new about mortals? They love cats. Arushale speaks in a very serious manner, as if sharing an important scientific discovery with you. But then a moment later, she smiles to give the joke away. No, seriously. Have your observations of humans led you to anything? I wouldn't want to draw any rash conclusions. I've only been watching them for a short while, but I think I have understood one thing. The succubi have a saying, mortals always lie. If a mortal isn't talking, it means she's busy lying to herself. But now I see it isn't true. You mortals aren't liars, you're dreamers. Each of you creates a huge daydream for yourself and everyone you want to share your life with. It isn't exactly a lie, because the daydream is your truth. I see. Let me ask you another question. I mean, her being creepy. I mean, she's a literal demon basically gaining humanity. It's going to be creepy at times. And tell me about yourself. I'm afraid you won't like what I'm going to tell you. In all truth, where do succubi come from? Did you have a childhood? No, well, yes, but in brief, the abyss is nothing like the mortal world. Arushale makes a gesture in the air, trying to find the right words. You remember life since conception. No, wait, you don't remember that part, do you? But you certainly know everything since birth. We do not. Normally, when a human dies, the Lady of Graves decides which plane they go to. Most often, those who arrive in the abyss turn into larvae. You know, little worms that no one notices until you step on them. They crawl into the mud for centuries, devouring each other, and the strongest ones turn into demons. I don't know how the transformation happens. Maybe we hatch out of them like caterpillars out of butterflies. No, wait, it's the other way around. Or maybe greater demons sculpt us out of them, like so much clay? I don't know what happened to the larva that used to make me. In my own memory, it begins with vague, fragmentary images. Terrors, execution, orgies. I remember some poor lad, half gnawed by the larva. He was crying, begging to be killed, and I pointed at him and laughed and said I wouldn't. Desna, forgive me. I'm so ashamed. Well, we already know how she turned against the abyss is because she met the goddess Desna, who opened her eyes. So what did you do after Desna converted you? I traveled. In the beginning, I thought it wise to keep away from demons and their temptations. Run off to Epsilon, or perhaps even further, to another plane. But then I realized I didn't deserve freedom yet. The abyss was still in me. It called to me, tempting me, seducing me. If I ran away, I would soon return to my old habits. Ursula forces the word from her mouth. That's why I came here. To join the war. To remember who my enemy is. To defeat the demons, not just for the mortal world, but for myself as well. Because if I don't kill my past, it will always be reaching for me. I'm a wonderful liar. I'm no longer proud of it, but it's still true. The demons never suspected my treason until the very end. I lived as a spy and regularly reported back to the priests of Desna whatever I learned. Naturally, I concealed my identity from them as well. I would never have been caught, but when I learned that Discari was planning an attack on Canabras, there was no time for caution. I risked everything to warn you, and paid with my freedom. Amazing. The anarchy of the Abyss was slavery for you, but you found freedom in the army. Well, I'm not exactly marching in the infantry, Arushale smiles. Your operations bear little resemblance to the battle by laws of warfare. Thank you. May I ask you a personal question? The kind of question a mortal might ask a succubus. You want to talk about sex? Arushale looks in your eyes. Ask me anything. I'll not keep secrets, but don't expect to hear anything lighthearted or pleasant. Do you still feel desire? Arushale keeps a long silence with right words. You see, on one hand, my succubus nature remains with me. I feel the desire I feel is the one from my old life. When I look at any mortal, I immediately imagine how she looks away. But that feeling, that desire, it's not what mortals feel. When you like someone, you don't ponder how good it would feel to drink their soul, do you? You think how good it would feel to be together. Together, you see. You know how you want someone, and at the same time, not want to destroy them? For me, it's always one and the same. If you ever want a good explanation of this, and a good exploration of this, actually, go watch Beastars. Legoshi's frigging story is so much of this, and it's so interesting with the way that show handles it. True despair rings in Arushale's voice. I'm not even talking about love, just the common mutual affection of mortals, when they're not poisoned with violence. Now I know I've never felt it. It's hard to imagine how it's even possible. Well, thank you for being so open. Arushale nods without saying a word. And what do you think of the powers I gave you? It's a great temptation. I don't know if I should be trusted with such power. I certainly wouldn't trust myself with it. When you have so much power, it's easy to decide you're a god, and the mortals are your toys. Perhaps I should wait until after we defeat the forces of the Abyss. But that's precisely what these powers are for. She thinks for a moment, then speaks softly. You take a great risk. I'm not sure I can handle the temptation. It's hard enough as it is. I have to go. Think on it. And no, I'm trusting you. I'll be watching you. Yep. So, we have a succubus following us. Let's see. Alright. One thing we want to do, let's drop some of this extra goodies, the non-magical stuff first. Okay. And now, where did I get the horse armor? Oh wait, is that... Oh, I gotta put that back on Ivu, because I was on Ivu. Oh, so when I remake myself, Ivu gets remade. Okay, because Ivu stops existing for a bit. Alright. Darren's gift. Cute. Alright. But what I want to do is look through the... Okay, so first things first, empty that.
Focus on the goal.
And Ivu. Get you the Cloak of Resistance. Don't need the Armor of Bracers, because we're going to give you the Chain Shirt Barding. Amulet of Mighty Fists. Yeah. Because on unarmed attack and natural weapons. Yep. That puts you up to 19 gods. Belt of Physical Form. And... Sure. Give you the Gloves of the Oppressor for right now. So you... Yeah. Ivu hits pretty hard. Yeah. Because unfortunately the Bracers of Armor don't work. Oh. Yeah, they don't do anything. Okay. So now the last thing we want to do, go to Spellbook. No, Inventory, sorry. And go to our spellcasters who learn. So, Nenio. Any spells you don't know? Scroll of Grease. Stone Fist. And Summon Monster. Okay. And Woljif. What spells don't you know? Because it's long overdue. I start selling some of these scrolls to get them out of our... Okay, I already got it. And Bone Shattered. Nice. Okay. Alright, so because now...
Time's not waiting.
I'm going to start selling a bunch of these scrolls to help clear out our inventory, so... Yep. Scrolls are nice, but... Let's see. To be honest, it ends up cluttering the inventory so much that you lose track of what all you have. Huh. And I'll give it to the person who sells scrolls. Actually, the two I'm going to keep are the Raised Dead. Like, I'm going to keep that because that's just way too good. Scroll of Resurrection. The rest are nice, but to be honest, they're always on the minimum level they could be cast at. So, it's a mixed... Yeah. Okay. So that gets us... Yeah. Yeah, scrolls tend to have the lower caster levels, so... It's nice, but it's not necessary. Let's see. Clearing out... Because just clearing out the inventory a bit here. Yeah. Carved beads. Alright. All the goodies that don't need to... Yeah. And gold earrings, gems. Ooh, monster casserole. Okay. Onion, rice, scroll scribe, silver powder. Nope, don't sell those. Yeah. And there we go. Okay, and that's all the extra goodies. Okay. So yeah, now we're down to the magical stuff.
I know what to do.
Alright. So, yeah. So I'm as well equipped as I can get, pretty much. Let's see. Since we'll check, the Wand of Good Hope is just useful. Yep, the Book of Desna will be nice. Okay. Ivu doesn't need anything else. Greybor. I got any better axes for you? Because you got 2+3s, which are fucking amazing. Yeah. Yeah, the collapse is weaker. I don't think I have anything that's going to be better. Nope. The Fang of Malice. That's temper. That's nice, but eh. Then again, I don't have anyone with a barbarian rage, so Evil Outsider, Bane Spear, Social. Yeah. Let's see. Give him the extra strength. I'm a little tempted to give him the quarterstaff. Because it's +4. Yeah. Nah, the Evil Outsider Spear is still really, really appropriate for him. Okay. Ulbrig. I mean, he uses natural weapons, so... we'll improve your ring of protection, because every bit of AC on the shifter is always welcome. Yeah, shifter claws. Yeah, that's about it. Agile fists. Nah, we would... Yeah, we'd want the natural armor on you to put you up to 25. Yeah. Nenio. And natural armor, yeah. Then you do +2 to spell penetration. Actually, I'm taking that. You get elemental imbuement. And then I'm gonna take, yeah, the robe of inevitability. Every bit that I can do for spell penetration, that's what I'm stacking. So Nenio gets elemental imbuement, or we'll give it to you. Against acid, and yeah, that's fine. Can't be nauseated. Okay. And bracers of armor, yeah. That'll help with her, so... Heavy crossbow... It doesn't, like... I'm almost never going to physically attack with her, so... Yeah. Ember... Short bow of code, yeah. She's also got the amulet of the blackened mirror because, yeah, increases the hex strength. Alright, she's pretty much good. And +1 on a saving throw against fear, yeah. Waljif. He has a ring of protection +1. Oh, I should give him... No, he's not a spontaneous caster. Right, Ring of Salamander has to be spontaneous. So... Giving it to actually Camellia. Yeah. Yeah, the Crossbow of Judgment is just good. And the only downside to it is the fact that it's a plus... The Crossbow of Judgment is definitely nice, but it's a +1. I believe it's a +1 or 2, and there's just a point where we're going to start hitting a point where the +1s and +2s weapons just kind of start to fall off on usefulness. Alright. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, see, the problem is, he's dagger focused. So, even giving him, like, the light mace isn't going to change too much, so might as well stick with the Sickle of Falter. Yeah. Swarmbane. Yeah, no.
No mistakes.
Oh.
I am prepared.
Okay. Alright. And just out of curiosity, if I put...
Focus on the goal. Time's not waiting.
Okay. Let's see. So Lan, I don't have any better bows for him. King Composite Longbow. Yeah, no. Oh, no, wait. Hunter's Assurance. It is Composite. Yeah. So King Composite +3 and it adds bleed. Yeah, I guess it's overdue. Ooh, hang on. Do I give it to him? Yeah, the longbow +2. Yeah, because Hunter's Assurance adds bleed. So it's +18, +18, +3. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, no, we'll leave her with that. Sela. It's really hard for me to say to take the Radiance off of Sela. Because there's so much good with it. Yeah, no, there's still too much good with it. Yeah, Fang of Malice, yeah, throwing axes. We can at least take one of them. Fixed Obsession, +3 Keenex, lands a hit. All further attacks until the end of the round deal 1 additional force damage. Icy Burst, Frost. Whenever the wielder of this +3 Icy Burst deck must pass Fortitude, be paralyzed. Fixed Obsession, sure. Let's see. Camellia. I mean, she has Finian, and we just need to... We're just waiting for Finian to get a bit stronger, so good there. Oh, right. We can at least get her get her a looting target. So she has a good target buckler. Armor-wise... I mean... 26, if we put her in the Adamantine Scale Mail... Still 26, but then she also gets Adamantine's buff of DR2. Well, it doesn't really lose her any attack. No, you do lose 1 point of attack. And more so than anything, Armor of Dispersion is basically... she gets hit by something and they disperses the armor. There's a chance of dispelling an effect on them, so... Yeah, Oracle's Misery's still good. The Channeling yeah. Yep, everything's good on him. And Calrin. We already have the Ring of Protection +1 on her. The really goddamn good Celestial Cloak, full plate +2. Well, let's see. 29 on there. Yeah, 25. Nope. Adamantine full plate. Natural armor. Yeah, that's still really good. Dueling. Constitution. Okay. And, yeah.
I know what to do.
So the only thing we could do... Alright. Alright, so everyone's equipment's looking good. So let's head over to the Smith. Over the Gilser. Over to Wilser Garms. And see about trying to sell off some equipment. Basically to try and... Yeah. The other thing I should do, actually, because I'm going to be keeping a Ruchelet around... Ring of Protection, Cloak of Blood Scent, sure. And Swarmbane Clasp. Leather armor. Let's see, 20. Puts her up to 21. Okay, same with the Bruisers, but the Bruisers at least gets DR3. Okay. But more importantly, she's the one I'm going to entrust with a bunch of quivers. And importantly, Quiver of Cursed Thorns. 20 units of cursed ammunition. Whenever this ammunition hits an enemy, it must pass a reflex or be entangled by unholy vines for 1d4 rounds. Each round they try to break from the entanglement. If the try was unsuccessful, they deal 1d10 unholy. So yeah, giving her a bunch. And, well, she can't have an animal companion, but we can at least... Yep, and land. Swap out for the other quiver. Yeah, and we'll throw the Midnight Bolt on there. The Midnight Bolt is... I saved this. I'm sorry, I keep saving this, but this is one of the most useful items in the damn game. The owner of this bolt can shoot it to deal 50 points of damage that can't be ignored or reduced. This bolt cannot miss. When you are in a truly desperate situation and you just need something to die or it is a total party wipe, this is the item that can save your ass. I trust her with it because Arushale, like I've said, is one of those characters who's looking to do the best and is hardest on herself. And like I said, we'll also give her, since she's a ranger, give her a pet companion. Her little dinosaur
I
friend.
need to concentrate. Becoming the distracted leads to becoming dismembered.
Alright. So. Oh. Sorry, I missed that. The quartermaster smiles and lowers his voice. I've got a little something for you, Commander. Like a conjurer, Wilson produces a fairly large purse from somewhere under his shirt. The lads decided to chip in. You've been taking great care of us, Commander, so we decided to take care of you. Please, take this gift. Get yourself a magic ring or a new helmet. We'll be happy if you do. Well, thank you. It's from the bottom of our hearts, Commander. We received 5,000 because we prioritized taking care of our soldiers. It's not a huge amount, but it's more the sentiment, the realization that, yeah,
No mistakes.
the soldiers really do appreciate how much care we're showing towards keeping them alive and keeping the fight going. Alright, so the Bastard Sword of Hope, nope. Composite Longbows, nope. Crippling Kiss, Fang of Malice. If it makes him feel better, I'm gonna sell it. I'm not gonna use it. It's nice. Fury Boarding is under rage effect. It doesn't gain suffer from the usual -2, and like it's fantastic if you have some barbarian or you're playing a barbarian. This sword is ridiculously good, but Frost Embrace, some glaives, Herald of Pain. Again, it's a dueling sword, so you need to be a specific class or two to really make use of it. Lethal Squall, Light Mace. Marching Terror, we've had since there. I'm not going to sell this, the Purple Stone Knife, because that's been... Alright, Quick Death. Unfortunately, it's an exotic weapon, so you have to have that specific you have to have the exotic proficiency, and using the default, no one can. But you can always alter people's level up processes, and you could absolutely make use of it. Tower Shield, negative energy resistance 10. Oh god, it is tempting. Like, if I wasn't focusing Cowrin on a scythe, yeah, this would be absolutely where I would put this on her. Because this is ridiculous. It's a fantastic tower shield and makes you not very hard to hit. And I won't say nigh on unhittable, but at least hard to hit. Alright. Ring of Protections, Agile Fist. Agile Fist is specifically for a monk. Basically, if you're using an agile monk. We're using range, so... Amulet of Circulating Blood. Whenever this amulet is under the Blood Rage effect, yeah, so this is very class specific. But it is 5 fast healing for a Blood Rager. That is ridiculous. Let's see. So, potion of bark skin. Potions are nicer, but potions suffer the same kind of problem that but potions suffer some of the same problems scrolls do, in that the thought of they're always cast at such of a low level. Yeah. So, alright. Yeah. And Potion of Vanish. Okay. Wand of Cure Critical Wounds. And we'll definitely throw that on one of our healers. Alright. So that will gain us 188,364 cash. Alright. Now we're looking better.
Focus on the goal.
And our inventory, looking a bit cleaner. Yep. Notice, those are the potions I didn't sell. Oh, yeah. Look, and truth be told, end of the day, there is under no condition, wherein having Alchemist Fire, Holy Water, and Acid Flask are bad. They always come in handy if you're in a bad situation. So, same with the Potions of Cure Light Wounds and the Scroll of Resurrection. You're better off having them than not.
Ready for anything.
Alright. So, we've reset our class, we've talked to some people. Let's go check on the progress of the crusade itself. And, yeah. Then we'll go up and go to the Black Phoenix Court to see how things have progressed there. Oh. Oh no. The air is filled with spicy, heady fragrance, and steam gently rises from the bathtub. Darren is perched on the lip of the tub, holding on with both hands for balance while lazily swinging one leg. His face is the picture of innocence. "Ah, my dear Commander, you're just in time. I took the liberty of looking after your well-being and have prepared everything you need for a relaxing bath. Bathing for pleasure is the most therapeutic indeed, and is essential for healing rest and sound sleep." What is that sweet smell? Herbs from the mountain meadows. I know professionals prefer to add scented oils, rose petals, or foam to a hot bath, but I choose herbs. They are simply superior in every respect, and they inspire thoughts of freedom. Oh, he is trying so.
We'll flirt, but that's as far as I want to go with it. Commander, the Navy greets you with an energetic nod. My people have reported some shifty-looking carriers hanging out in a cove not far from here. They invite passerbys to go treasure hunting, promise them untold riches. Apparently there have been folks who brought their tales and went away with them. None have come back. Sounds like a place worth investigating. What do you reckon? Have there been many reports like that? A whole heap of them. In this world we live on, cultists, spies, crooks, and lunatics are all over the place. I usually don't report this kind of stuff to you. I just deal with it myself. But those treasure hunters, my gut's telling me they're a special case. Something only you can deal with. Tell me more. This is the place, Murky Grotto. There are two of them. same relationship that you earlier had with dogs, where nothing for nothing. We look at dogs as adorable pets now. They were the equivalent of wolf pets. This is much the same thing. Squidward will consume you, but they'll consume most. They're carnivorous. They'll consume most that are left. But you can really be assured that your charges won't harm anyone. Look, Reverend Swordsman, it's best choice for you. Those whom you trust will be to refuse to accept them as behavior. Still, if you choose to let them join, they can free to tell you where the robes are located. Promise to burn them down in the fire. Please don't touch them. Much harm you. Threaten our allies with something they have not yet done, probably never will harm. Questions and subterranean like sending my allies without further coordination. Of course I accept your advice. That said, I just like to set up a shepherd. My allies are not sheep. The Squidwards have their own way to live without me watching over them. I'll let you join the judiciary at sunset. I will accept them without the qualification. Thank you, lush friend. Your trust is an honor, and we will prove ourselves worthy. Now, if you'll allow me, we have heard tell of special rituals you perform for your allies. You knight them in your state. We don't quite understand the details of the type of regalia, but we want like to see ourselves going to battle. We want to be full-fledged members of the council. Genuine enthusiasm in this ritual. I hereby knight you free of the Squidwards, free from sickness. From now on, you may fight evil all while calling yourselves sir. Do I want them to sing, or do I want them to... Yeah, the Song of Elisa. Or... Your customs are quite unusual, but intriguing. Thank you for the honor. We'll help to your court to help our brothers and sisters in whatever way we can. All right.
Time's not waiting. I am prepared. No mistakes.
Okay. Outcast. Explore the Ivory Sanctum. Molten Scar. Last gift of Blackwater Clan settlements. Yeah. Above the clouds. Time has come to visit the court, which is where we're headed. Alright. Okay. Conversation with Ulbrig.
I know what to do.
Okay, we'll just head out.
Ready for anything.
Alright, so we'll take Camille out to bring Ulbrig. Yep. Yeah, we'll go with that for now.
Time's not waiting.
Because first we'll go to the court, and then we'll go check out what else is going on. Then we'll head to Current Glen. So first, though, the court. And let's see what came and what they're all looking to do. Aranka. The surrounding noise and clatter dies down as you approach. Aranka waves to you. Reflem Sargin!
I'm so glad you're here. Forgive the chaos. It started when we tried to decide what the new song for your court should be about. I've already composed a melody, but it looks like we can't agree on lyrics. Care to lend us a hand? The assembly quickly builds back and forth as storm of no's. The indecipherable din of voices gets occasionally drowned out by the shouts of Battle March, the Zebra Song, and remember to put the roses are red rhyme into it. I'm at your service as always. What's this fuss about? Hush, everyone. This is the part where I alone, you understand, tell the commander how far from reaching the common ground we are, dear friends. We were choosing a theme for a future song. I actually suggested we make a decision together, and did not expect it would lead to such chaos. After much arguing, we narrowed down the choice to 3 options, and then we got stuck. The first one is a battle march, which speaks for itself. The second one is a song about life and nature's renewal. The third is a song about heroism, both personal and shared among brothers in arms. We'll never come to an agreement, and I've already broken my least favorite lute over their stubborn heads. Please, judge which is best. Early Sunset, standing nearby, shakes his head. Such disputes are not uncommon among mortals who seek a balance between self-expression and the common good. It's impossible to rid inquiring minds of the need to defend their opinions, but a wise mentor should offer guidance in the navigating this balance. I thought you were here to advise me and not the other way round. Why not compose 2 or 3 songs? Okay, so the 3 songs we have options are Inspired, Advance. So all units get +2 to speed and 1 bonus for each square they moved until end of round. So basically they get a buff. They get faster as they march. The Song of Seasons. All generals are in the Song of Seasons spell. Each unit in the army restores HP to adjacent allies and deals power to magic damage to adjacent enemy units at the end of the round. This is an arcane spell with a heal effect. Or the Heroic Ballad. Flanking grants +4 to attack instead of +2, and a +4 bonus to damage for 1 round. Oh, you know I'm going to pick the Song of Seasons. Praise the life that is returning to this land. I'm sorry, but that's a heal and damage. Yep. How exciting. There's great power in music. Praise life. It will revitalize everything around us. We are in accord, aren't we, my free crusaders? The simple joke makes a few sullen faces light up. I'm glad that we worked it out. I really wanted the song to be good and bridge the gap between the Free Crusaders and the Crusaders of Dresden. So, our generals just got a little stronger. And ladies and gentlemen, our court is now set up, and we'll have some new research, new things to study.
As it should
You
be.
can rest here, of course, by the lake we fall. Take a drink, rest, and recover. Hoofprints are at the very edge of the precipice, as though someone has been rearing up on a horse
That's
here.
not far.
Indeed. So down here, down with the pikeman confessor says an inscription with pebbles.
In due time.
Cavalry sculptors. Tomorrow is ours.
All according to plan.
Alright. So nothing here. Nothing at the moment, but basically they're gnomes who specialize in sculpting rocks to shape new threats.
I'll go ahead.
Let's see. The treants are here with their quickwoods. Hope is like a sapling, it must be Scarenthal.
As
Yep.
it should be.
Let's see. Ivu the lovely dragon was here. If you're reading this, give me a cookie.
That is not far.
Childish, simple, but they're sincere. Matrice Ola Devara. I should have become a brewer instead of an alchemist. Perhaps someday I'll do just that. Are any of your potions for sale, Matris? Of course, it's not just potions either. My friends bring me all sorts of goods to sell, and when I say all sorts, I mean it. Let's see what you have. Goggles of the Ferocious Pact. The wearer gets a -2 penalty to AC, and a -5 penalty to persuasion checks, and a -2 penalty to fortitude saving throws, but gets +4 bonus to damage rolls, +3 to will, and a +2 enhancement to wisdom. So, these are amazing for clerics. Like, yeah, it sucks, but giving this to, like, Dayron would be absolutely ridiculous. Clerics especially, just the extra damage, the extra will, and the bonus to wisdom. Just ridiculous. The Joke of Fate, Star Knife. It's agile, so unusually well balanced. The wielder with a weapon finesse feat can choose to apply her dexterity modifier to damage rolls with it as well. And whenever this +3 agile Star Knife lands a hit, the target must successfully pass a will save or become cursed. The curse reverses the effect of positive energy. If it's healed, this creature now deals damage and vice versa. So yeah, the Joke of Fate is you basically become a vampire. Wand of Odd Miracles. Let's see. 3 charges, 3 uses. The subject's outline appears blurred, shifting, and wavering. The distortion grants the subject concealment. A see invisibility spell. Does not counteract the blue effect, but true beings, yeah. So yeah. Potion of Heroism. Wand of Chaos Hammer. Thundering Drums. Basically casts cast levels, so caster level 7. So basically this gets you 5d8 sonic damage. So freedom of movement, yeah. Scroll of Weird. The spell functions like Phantasmal Killer, except it can affect more than one creature. Only the affected creatures see the phantasmal creature attacking them. Yeah, this is really nice. Heroic Invocation, Resonating Word, Waves of Ecstasy, Heroism. The Robes of Earth's Embrace. This shirt grants the wearer a +2 enhancement bonus to Constitution, +4 on saving throws against fire, and +4 on lore nature checks. The Surefire Gloves. Whenever the wearer of these gloves lands a hit with a ranged weapon on an enemy within 30 feet, it deals an additional 1d6 piercing and applies bleed for 1d3 rounds. I'm definitely taking those.
I am prepared.
So, hey Arashile, got some gloves for you.
No mistakes.
Nice.
Focus on the goal.
Alright.
In due time.
Oh, and how do you like it here in the court? It's simply wonderful. You have no idea how tired I am of prejudice. Why are people so horrible to alchemists who worship the god of inebriance, I ask you?
All according to plan.
The funniest part is that melted rocks, colorful stains left by various substances, and a strange smell indicate the presence of Matress Ola Devara, the alchemist.
I'll go ahead.
Halfling warrior. We're the Val Halflings. Halflings overcome each dummy has a sign lovingly attached to Gwenda the Meaner or Tubby the Straw Man. Yeah.
As it should be.
So basically some halfling warriors just looking to make their own. The Val Halflings.
That is not far.
So, more soldiers for our crusade. Just the irregular forces, basically. Aranka. Refum Sorgian, finally! We have 2 surprises in store for you. One of them planned, and the other not so much. Let me tell you about the unexpected first. Yesterday, one of the cavalry sculptors accidentally shattered Maestro Avon's favorite cup and buried the shards to conceal his wrongdoing. The first consequence is that war has broken out between our 2 inspired artists, and I'm not just talking about clashing styles. The Maestro's discovered the cup's disappearance and declared his own personal crusade against all the cavalry sculptors. He's frightening when moved to anger. And the second consequence is this. Aranka opens her hand to reveal what looks like pieces of a rainbow that have somehow turned into physical matter. This is the Maestro's ill-fated cup. Ever since her power manifested here, this place has started to transform things. Not just anything either. When it was discovered, the gnomes were eager to bury just about everything they had lying around, even a couple of their own comrades. With their enthusiastic approval, of course. We even had to ask the Calderian warriors to raid them in. But we did learn a great deal. It seems that the garden doesn't affect unusual items. Burying amulets or magic weapons would yield no results. But if you bury some trivial, everyday item, it'll be transformed into something marvelous. And I want to bury something too. Why don't you do just that? Only make sure it's not something you're likely to need later. The things that materialize here might be beautiful, but you won't exactly use them in everyday life. Is this a manifestation of my power as well? Yes, we've been studying for some time, but there's no need for in-depth analysis here. Each item transformed by the garden is imprinted with your power. You might well have signed your name. You might as well have signed your name. Okay, so what's this planned surprise? Oh yes, just remember to visit Maestro Aventurine and the cavalry sculptors. They wanted to share their own thoughts on the garden's unusual properties with you. And now for the surprise. We tried to put together everything we know about your power. We started back in Canabris, and now we figured it out. It's not like we gained any particular insight into your abilities, but we have devised a special guiding ritual. Everything you do is linked to the impulses of your heart. Beautiful impulses. And now we know how to transport you to the place your heart is calling for at any one moment. It might be the gardens of Elysium, or perhaps the domain of Desna herself, if we're right in assuming that she granted you this power. Isn't it just magical? To visit Elysium for real, to meet its wonderful creatures, to discover other ways to prove yourself. We're ready to proceed with the ritual anytime you want. Oh, I know, we'll fly home. Or maybe not, but it'll still be fun wherever we go. I need some time to prepare before we... Just don't take too long. What we're doing here is all about your true self and true purpose, after all. Indeed.
In due time.
Okay. So, they're going to try teleporting me. That seems like it's going to be dangerous. Alright. And if we bury something here, it may become something else. So, for example, if we bury... Let's see. Nothing magical, so... some eggs.
Ready for anything. I'll go ahead.
Alright, so the cavalry sculptors wanted to talk to us.
As it
All
should
right.
be.
Nope. I forget exactly how you bury things. Alright, let's see. Rock Cleaver, Matris. There he is, Maestro up there. Okay. Just missed the turnoff. Alright.
In due time.
Here we go. Cavalry. Would you kindly dismount, my esteemed colleague? Maestro Aventurine speaks softly and politely, but his stiff expression indicates that it's costing him a great deal of effort. I am a cavalry sculptor. My mount is an essential part of my art. You wouldn't think of asking an ordinary artist to put away their easel when discussing art, now would you? That essential part of your art has already tried to chew up my sketch folder twice, remarks the street artist sourly, but he doesn't protest any further. So as regards to the gist of our argument, oh, here is the mistress of the court. Do excuse us, we were absorbed in a rather heated discussion. And what were you arguing about? The same old question that made me ask our good Desna's adepts to invite you over for a chat, Commander, replies the artist loftily. Surely you must have heard already. Ever since you created a garden on this ridge, many items buried here have been quite literally transformed. You have created a truly magical place. This ridge can transform even the most trivial of things. It's hard for me to describe the elation it brings me. This is what true art should be like. It is a reminder that we can always transform our own story into a fairy tale. However, certain Creative differences arose when we began to discuss how to put the ridge's miraculous properties to good use. You see, some of the transformed items become edible, whereas others would make the perfect material for mosaic pieces. I would like to create a piece of rupestral art using the latter, but the esteemed cavalry sculptors have other plans for them. Yeah, right. Who in their mind would take magic items from a magic rock that turned into a garden right in the middle of the world wound and use them for ordinary picture or mosaic? We've got better idea. An edible sculpture. We're going to create the most innovative work of art in the history of Mendev, or even Galarian, and then let the public devour it. A tasty treat, hooray! A huge gingerbread demon, right? Then again, seeing the ridge covered in beautiful mosaic would be terrific too. Alright, so tell me again how the items are being transformed. I'll tell her myself. So all you do is grab something useless and put it in the hole in the ground, and then poof, it becomes something nice and shiny, but still useless. Or even better, it becomes something edible and tasty, and not useless anymore. Yes, it's exactly as Ivu said. Ever since you turned this patch of corrupted land into a garden, certain items buried in soil have randomly transformed into something else. And we don't have enough material to do both? It's all about what's novel, Commander. The first work of art created from the magical transformed items your court will be, the gnome pauses and proclaims grandly, a major event. But the second work of art? Not so much. We've already seen that. Is all people will say about it, so you've got to choose. Well, if I'm honest, it'll last longer, and it won't be a simply edible. I think we'll go with the mosaic. The gnome lowers his head dejectedly. How boring. Once the wretched pikesman confectioners learn of our defeat, we'll be a laughingstock. Please don't get upset. I may be unable to appreciate your ideas, but I do respect your enthusiasm. I will certainly mention you as my friends and supporters in my speech at the mosaic opening. I will need your help in creating my mosaic, Commander. You must obtain suitable objects. I have no idea what the objects I need exactly. Probably some trinkets, then bury them on the ridge and bring them to me the mosaic pieces they turn into. I need at least 30. Thank you. Today is certainly a great day in the history of art. Alright, so transform 30 items. So... Yep. Alright. So now we're going to start seeing these patches of dirt everywhere. So, magical transmuting soil. I can throw in a... Yep.
As it should be.
Okay, I threw a potion in there. How about here? Okay.
That is not far.
Alright.
In due time.
And let's see. Any other patches? Yeah, they're all over the place.
All according to plan.
Alright. I don't have enough potions to do all this, but we'll see.
I'll go ahead.
And...
As it should be.
I think we have to leave and come back for it.
That is not far.
Alright. Okay. Either that or rest.
In due time.
So what we'll do is we'll save and then we'll have them teleport us. And we'll go from there.
All according to plan.
So we'll make an official save at the Black Phoenix Court.
Time's not waiting.
Alright, let's see it. And how exactly are you going to bring me back here? We haven't thought of that yet. We're almost sure you'll be able to come back on your own. Or maybe we'll help meet those in Elysium. Alright. So, they're going to teleport us. Where are we going to go? I mean, how bad could it possibly go, right? Being teleported randomly by magic? The destination of the ritual doesn't look quite as expected. The commander must explore this strange place.
Can't hide this from my eyes.
Alright. An old hut.
I'll go ahead.
Alright. And what's special about this hut?
As it should be.
An old cauldron with the smell of alcohol still lingering around it. It's smashed beyond repair.
That is not far.
Alright. Oh! We examined something and we got pulled back. We're somewhere different.
In due time.
Very different. Before you is some kind of magical device. It looks old and broken. A large and oddly shaped crystal is tightly wedged into the device.
All according to plan.
Lore of nature.
See? No problem.
Many of the bodies in the jars are those of tieflings or half-fiends. Many of them are strangely deformed or show multiple stitches or incisions.
I'll go ahead.
A woman's body clings to the wall like she was trying to scratch her way out.
As it should be.
Where are we? Touch the crystal.
Day 16. Abadius 4662. Experiment transformation. Subject young male, half-fiend. Objective to study the properties of hybrid souls. Desired result to see the same results that were previously achieved on full-fledged demons. Suture, bring me one more crystal. I believe I'm almost there.
Ah, it's you. Good. Very good.
The dretched demon that appears before you is a pitiful specimen, even for his own ilk, which are distinguished by neither strength nor a terrifying appearance. His peeling skin is covered in scars, and his hands are twisted at an odd angle, and have a slight tremor. But he stretches his mouth in an approximation of a grin.
Have a look around. Go ahead. Meet the locals. They're not the best housemates, but there's never a dull moment. You'll like it. Here with us is definitely the place for you.
Wait. I've seen you before. You were disguised as a halfling. You spoke to me in Canabras before Discari attacked.
How did you... Maybe I was disguised. Maybe I did speak to you. Fat lot of use that knowledge will do you. Do you think now I'll just bare my soul and reveal all my secrets and whatnot? You can think again.
What is this place, demon?
What? You mean you don't know? It's my Lady Aurilu's. Her old laboratory. She used to live here back when she was still mortal. Before those Sarkorian dogs came and took her and tossed her into the threshold. But they only found the house. They never got into the lab.
So yeah, Aurilu was a very capable mage back in Old Sarkoris, where magic users weren't trusted.
My lady came back here, after, when the Abyss had already bitten off a chunk of your world, and Sarkoris had become the world wound. But she never liked this place, and she abandoned it many years ago. Along with everyone in this place, too. You can enter here, but leaving is impossible. Impossible! That's why all the people abandoned here got out of their cages and started living as best they could. You'll see. That's if you can get through. The lady placed barriers here that only let demons through. They don't keep me out, but you're gonna have trouble trying to break through. I heard there's a knack to it, though, so keep trying. I've heard of you, succubus. The barriers won't let you through, so don't even think about trying. You might be a demon, but you've got Desna stink all over you. Pew!
Aurilu Vorlesh lived here? This is where she summoned the Abyss? It terrifies me to even think of what could go so wrong in a mortal soul to make them choose to become a demon. To be honest, I'm glad she's not here. I'm afraid of her. I'm afraid of the moment when we'll meet face to face.
Well, by the way, who are you?
Me? Why do you want to know? They call me the Suture. I'm the custodian of this place. The big expert, you know? With big, expertise. I know all there is to know about it. Things nobody else knows.
And why did you start talking to me, Suture?
Out of boredom. I've been stuck in here a long time. We don't see new faces very often, but it does happen. People come across this place by accident, wriggle inside, and then can't get out again. And isn't it a good thing I learned to speak your language? You won't find a dredge as educated as the old Suture here.
Nah. Well, I have things to do now.
Be careful. This place is dangerous. It hides many things that have never been seen beneath your sun. It is not my land, but it isn't yours either.
So, we've been teleported to...
That is not far.
We've been caught and teleported to Aurilu Vorlesh's old lab in Old Sarkoris. Why would we come here? Well, we'll have to figure that out next time. So, I want to thank you all for joining me. I have been the Ephemeral One, and this has been more of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I hope you all have been enjoying, and I'll see you next time on more of this. Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.